tripping. I'm tripping. I'm looking at my shit. All right, they get it.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Returning it from the 4. Things going well so far. And he's all the way
That's
across
lovely.
the 40 before heading out of bounds.
Take over first and 10.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's Mixon on second down. And he finds space for about a 3-yard.
All right, good tackle, good tackle.
Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
So the Bucs go to the dime set ahead of this third down. Shotgun now, first round. He's got it, complete to Collins. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's.
All
That's
right,
a
all
well-drawn
right.
up completion that nets them
I'm
the first down.
On the quick, right?
Here's Stroud on first and 10.
What?
Completes, dialing up Collins again. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The
I missed.
Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. Nico Collins with the touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early
Okay.
and put a fear of
You
God
just-
into this defense.
Completely out of position
Here's
on that one.
Taimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright.
All right, let's just go get
And the
7.
Texans
I ain't
will
go
jump
get
back to
7.
a 7-0 lead.
That's on me. That's not something I would normally do. Like, just go get 7 right there.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Give to Irving to start this drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Mayfield now from the gun. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First down, Buccaneers.
Irving on the inside give. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. That's a 10
Yes, sir.
touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after.
All right.
Extra points.
Clock in and play some defense, man.
And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that? Why, Tony?
Stroud off of play action.
Ooh, that was close.
Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete.
That
Second
was
down
close.
coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. On target to his back.
Sir.
Mixon. Top on the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
Back at the 20-yard line.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. Third down.
Man, I might need to back up off of me. Hey,
Here he goes. Third and long. Put some heat on this deep ball. Left side.
why if they would have let him come down with that?
Huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
I really just ran, just
You know,
both
can you get a
vertical.
little bit of grace for a drop in the first
Against the
frame?
rest of the play.
That's one, as this game goes on, he's got half. It's hard on third down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
Secures this at the 17.
Damn, bro, got the moving now, bro.
Not before he gets a hefty amount
Big
on
man
the
caught a
return.
speed boost on my ass.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. They pick the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. Buying some time right. Defender right.
Come on, Mike.
The ball does, and the hit
Come on,
is
Mike.
incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Throwing again is Baker. It's a big strike downfield to Mbuka. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That goes for 36 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A toss running right. It's Irving.
Damn,
This one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense.
some plays,
Gets into
defense, I don't think it's gonna work for him.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back.
Woo!
And he is well
Good
clear of that
read.
blocker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's a different look on the defense.
He's going to hold it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers break the tie here in the 1st. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take the lead
Hey,
14-7.
one stop, man. One stop.
McLaughlin has it on the tape, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Tremont Smith with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Now we get with a run by Mixon. The drive starts out
Good
strong.
D, good D.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
From the gun, Stroud. Both finding his back. Mixon. And he crosses his sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me
Well,
talking
like,
about
sorry,
rhythm a
man.
lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Look the hot, look the hot.
Stroud looking to throw. 3rd and 2. Into the hands of Shepard.
That's definitely not it.
And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Stroud's going to throw for it. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And they're going to bring him down just a moment.
Told me, this
before
told
he's
me.
able to break it across midfield. We're through one on Monday Night Prime Time. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at 1st down here. Running in Mixon out of the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns, nowhere for that ball to go.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Why, Tony. Look the hot.
To the air on 3rd and long. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
All right.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Elijah Cansey. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the air, Stroud.
Oh, wow, they let him come down with him.
Nothing to speak of after
He
that.
definitely makes
The completion
question
gets him
for
down to
Ricky.
21. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And
Bro,
it's in
love
for
that little
Houston
stock
first.
full vertical. That's funny.
Defenders in the area,
Bro,
they still
there's-
make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
So early movement from the backfield.
Back
Brock.
that
He
ass
took the gun
up,
a bit,
man.
and that
You
brings
and
out the
I boy.
flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
All right.
Back to throw, Stroud.
Great, fucking, hey, wait.
How many times do defenders
That's
hear from their coaches,
like,
read and
hey.
react? Read and react. You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
After the incompletion, 2nd down calls ready.
On the quick, right? 11, 18, what's that?
Now it's Stroud.
Sir.
Not like this, an interception ends that drive.
Yes, sir. Knew that was just bound to
His
happen.
first interception of our season.
Breeze, he been there.
Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Irving on 2nd. It's inside the 10, and they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
But Danielle Hunter was moving though. I didn't think I was gonna outrun him because Bucky's slow as hell, man. Bucky is definitely slow as hell, so I did not think I was gonna outrun him.
Extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Texans 7. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Yo, Remy, what it do? What it do, man? What's good with it?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And
Ah,
that's a great, but he might have
what?
too much to cause
Ah, that's weak as hell.
Interference.
That's weak as hell.
And it's as we expected.
Not gonna cap.
Call pass
That's
interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. At the shotgun, again to Mixon. Off by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Here's Thru. He's throwing deep to the left side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
South. 11. Why Tony? Look the hot.
Throwing on third down, Stroud.
Yeah, that was definitely pass interference. That was definitely pass interference. A legal contact.
Loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Swap. Buggy. Right in Texas.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Diving forward and he makes the catch.
Right.
And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
42-yard line.
Oh, hey, Uno more. 18. What's that? 11.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Look at that power, deep left side.
I don't know what, bro.
Intercepted again.
I appreciate it, though. I definitely need the stat.
Buccaneers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Still fucking with the odds. Yeah, man. But as you see, we don't discriminate. We don't discriminate at all, man. We get on the Texans ass just the same.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield.
That's on me.
Great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play, and it sets up 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
So it's 2nd and 10 now, ball still at that 39-yard line. Set up the screen here to Godwin. And they'll get
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that wouldn't work out.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Texans are in the nickel, 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Down the field, Evans has it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
On the move, headed right. Looking slant route, complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Buccaneers looking at 2nd and 1. Irving here from the gun. we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a first and goal.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down.
Nervous about the Haney?
Back in the huddle. Here's
Which
first and goal.
nervous though?
Once again, Irving. And that right there is the start of what could
I mean, Haney should be nervous though.
hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't be nervous. If he is nervous, then he should be. You know what I mean? If you dig what I'm saying. If he's nervous, then he should be.
It came at the perfect time.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right.
Woo, that was almost intercepted.
Can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
That was almost it, man.
Pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own.
I take my 3.
That's a
If I
big
got to,
no-no.
I take my 3.
When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
180! Alert, 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 alert!
I can ball at halfback.
Irving on third and goal.
Fight for me.
About 6, still short of that marker, but they could definitely go for this on fourth down.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run. Momentum changing.
Yeah, I get ball at half. We're going to take our point.
Don't let that defense breathe.
On fourth down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's the type of long,
I still though, to be honest, bro, like,
the only negative,
Brian Norman is competition, right? So I can't, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't go as so far to say I feel like it's a true 50-50 fight, bro. I feel like Devin should be able to control. He should be able to control the fight. You know what I mean? That's one of the things that people criticize him for. But he should be able to control the fight.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Hey, this is Brian Norman, big shot though, man, on a big stage. This is the shot.
Collins got it left side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback.
Norman can punch. He definitely can punch. No question about that. And Devin Haney has, you know, he's weak to that left hook, obviously, right? Brian Garcia showed that. Weak to that left hook.
Halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA
Question Norman's
Sports.
experience. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and it ain't even just his experience. It ain't like his career has been flawless. Like, he gets beat up just as good as, or maybe not just as good. He gets beat up a little bit less than his opponent. You know what I mean? It's from what I've seen. From the little bit I've looked into it, it kind of seemed like he gets beat up just as much as his opponent. So that's why I say it's more like he just come forward and throw punches. You know what I mean? And wish for the best. You know what I mean? So, but you know, he's in the gym. Hopefully, he's working, just like Devin should be working. So we gonna see, man. It definitely definitely should be. I'm trying to, man. I gotta figure out how to work one of them links or something. I don't know, you know, it's a great card. Don't get me wrong. It's a great card, and I do feel like I gotta see it. But I just don't know that. Oh, come on, Baker. Come on, Baker. I don't know. I want to drop that 60. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know that we looking to do that. You know, but it's a great. I'm definitely gonna figure out a way of watching that motherfucker though. One way or another, I gotta watch it. That's for sure. You need a link? Yeah, bro. I need a link, man. Cause like I've gotten a couple people sent me links,
Second and 10.
but what I'm seeing, it's still, yeah, I can't figure it out. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm finna click on something and put a virus on my shit. Like I clicked on the link and I got one out DMT, bet. Yeah, I clicked on one and that shit said it downloaded. So I still to this day, I don't know what it downloaded. I don't know what it downloaded on my shit. But yeah, if you got one, I definitely work with what you send me.
Get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing on the last run.
I gotta figure that one out, man. You know, I be procrastinating on a lot of this shit when it comes to them fights. You know, I gotta watch that. Did I miss that? Hell yeah. So much for kicker of the year. Them shit's getting hard to find though. Man, I already know it. I can, you know, hey, damn sure used to be a lot easier, man. Used to be a lot easier. So it seemed like every time I found a link for a fight, it was literally like a one-time thing. When I would go back to the link for another fight, it don't exist no more. Like that's how, I don't know, like that's how hard it is for me. I mean, because I got links before, but it's like them shits don't last very long, man.
Texans to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
From the gun, Stroud.
Oh, what is up with some of these breeds? As they did this sting operation. Hard to find. Oh, they did a sting operation on them? Damn.
Just like that, a big reason why.
Damn. Yeah, I know that shit is technically illegal. I mean, it is technically illegal.
The physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
I mean, nothing that I do. Yeah, I mean, nothing that I do or I promote. You know, because I wouldn't be promoting any type of illegal activity whatsoever. So I definitely do not condone. I do not endorse. I do not participate in any type of, you know, any of that. But yeah, send that to me though. You know, you got to put that PSA out there. You know what I mean? Just a public service announcement. You know, we don't endorse in the bullshit. You know what I mean?
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump.
Man, this game has such potential, you know, for a short period of time at least.
Penalty hurts them, but they're still going for it here on 4th.
All right.
Stroud gonna go for it.
I knew better. I tried him. I ain't gonna lie. I tried him. And I was like, I ain't gonna eat bad. I'm gonna see how it go. Even though I know Nico. Like, I know him. I know what he's capable of. You know what I mean? That be the bullshit I be on sometimes. I just wanted to see what happened. I just wanted to see, even though I knew what was gonna happen. I just wanted to see.
Right, they're gonna throw for it. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit.
All right. Go get us 7 more, man.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. This is ahead for about 5. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Bails out of the pocket.
Oh, why you stop running, big man?
In by out on the right side. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
That's one of the dangers, Kate, when you're a quarterback and you string a play out like that. Defenders are so fast flow that it puts so many guys in the neighborhood of your targets that even if you complete the pass, good chance it's not going anywhere.
Pass interference?
Man, incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
All right, this turned into a bit of a game,
At least
man.
14 yards to pick up this 1st down. Once more, it's Mayfield.
Oh, he right there.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
He right there. He right there.
And the Texans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 40.
That was such a boneheaded decision.
Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive, Mixon. They're able to grind into a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 118. What's that? Hey, south. Bucky.
Operating from the gun, it's Thru. Has a man downfield, it's Collins.
Ah, he held on to that.
38.
He do got X
16
factor though.
yards on the play.
And it is
Texans
Nico.
are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Oh, ready? Tony. Bucky. Look the hot.
1st down, Stroud. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
118. What's that?
A give to Mixon up the middle. And they'll surrender just a little yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
118.
Stroud. Intercepted in the end zone.
This guy is so bad, it's crazy.
Mayweather making the play. And the Buccaneers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits his running back. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. They'll work against the blitz. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. 3rd is short. Mayfield. As that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Buccaneers have that football partner, and more importantly, they've got a good lead. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Mayfield throwing on 4th. It's complete.
Woo!
And he reaches the 17-yard
Poopy?
line.
Yeah. We're going to get us some poopy work in, man.
6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Pushing it up past the 30. The 50.
Bro, he's so slow, bro. I can't even celebrate because he's so goddamn slow, man.
The Buccaneers making a 3-score game in the 4th. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers grow the lead now to 22 points.
Texans 15.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7.
Bro,
Good work so far. He's got room.
bro, what the fuck?
Offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive.
Like, he's so bad and then randomly make a play like that. What the hell?
To an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Bro, give me a fumble on that. I tried to hit stick.
There, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Working quickly here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Brought in. And he's going to be
I'm told, like, he makes some of the weirdest reads.
They gain 14 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
18. 11. Hey, south.
Grab the throw on 1st down. Again, he connects with Collins. And in for the Houston
Alright.
touchdown. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions.
He's been on X Factor for a long ass time, man.
His
Go
3rd
get 7
of the
up.
game. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Take the hand off. Now it's Mayfield. Finds him on the crossing route. Down to the 10. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers have likely locked up the win right there. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin sets on the extra point. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21.
44, Texans 23. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Bucky.
Looking to throw, Stroud.
Come on, catch that. All right.
Nice game. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 2J. 19 Texas. Look the hot.
To the air, Stroud. This is
Hey.
in downfield by Schultz. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's on me.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go. 18. What's that? Why Tony?
1st down throw by Stroud.
Damn. Bro had somebody wide open. He threw that thing in the double cut.
It kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he takes this one back. It's a pick.
Bro, it's so bad.
Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some.
You making CJ look great, shit. You guys, damn, they're playing. Nah, I ain't gonna do CJ like that. CJ ain't playing that bad.
Well, Brock, hopefully some
But,
strong memories on offense as they get it right back here on
yeah.
the kickoff after that pick 6. That's gonna
Speaking
be
of
taken
CJ,
down.
man, we damn near need to keep his ass on the bench. We play better with him on the bench. So shit.
offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Okay.
Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. He's looking deep once again. And it's incomplete. Wanted to
Who you was about to say? No, I was probably finna say that statement about CJ, man. How we been. Who y'all back up? Fucking David Mills, man. David Mills. You know. But I mean, when Brock Purdy took over, everybody was like, "Who is the backup? Brock Purdy? Who?" You know what I mean? So hey, man. Hopefully David Mills will be our version of motherfucking Brock Purdy in this bitch. Either that. All I know is when CJ ass come back, when he come back, we better not go back to losing. I know that. If we go back to losing, it's his fault. Straight up. It's crazy how Kyler Murray lost his job to Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby been in the league for a while, so it's good he got a shot. Like, bro, literally just throws it up, bro. Like, it's crazy to watch. What's our record? 5-5 now, I think. I think we 5-5 type. Either 5-5 or 6-5. I think 5-5.
In this league with short little dinks and dunks, you've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Like it's crazy watching some of the different ways that people choose to play this game. Definitely interesting. Like, bro, like you steady throwing interceptions and yet you just keep throwing it. Like,
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive.
That little hesitation I did cost me there. I'm too slow. Too slow to hesitate.
A little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield.
Damn, Baker. Damn, Baker. I love how Cam backed up Shador, though. Trying hard for Shador to fail. Yeah, man, that shit should be, at this point, it should be studied, man. Like, it should be investigated. Like, the way that, the way they kind of, like, explaining it. They say, he started the game, and his O-line had never heard him. Like, never heard his cadence. Like, that explains, like, that sums up so much, bro. Like, that is something that's like, yeah, they definitely are not putting him in any type of position to succeed. Because it was obviously, you know, everybody knows at this point, it was like an owner's decision. So it was like, the owner wanted him, but the coaches didn't. Type shit, and it's not his fault, but he's definitely being punished. He'd have definitely did better. He'd have did better going undrafted like his brother was. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing to say since the brother is, I think, out of the league, right? So.
I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over.
Nice game left side. He's going to bring this down to their 35. So
yeah, this is over, man. GG's.
They get the first. They're set up at the 35 now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Irving on the inside give. Here he goes again. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown.
I literally was about to chew clock.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers continue piling onto this lead.
Texans 23. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Smith on the return. The Texans take it.
All right, GG's, man. I thought he was finna concede.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10.
At 18. What's that?
Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. From the gun, Stroud. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line.
Don't know how that happened.
They get 40 on the big hitter.
Gotta be honest, don't know how that happened.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knockaway. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Trying to push deep downfield. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Trying to get it to Nico Collins. So they're left facing third and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like...
And there's our last...
Another interception.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob
GG's,
Pierce.
man.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now. If it wasn't, long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers.
Pretty tough situation for Shador to be in. Yeah, definitely a tough situation. I wonder how long of a contract he got. If it's only a 1-year contract, then yeah, man, it's tough because either way you slice it, he lost his rookie year. You know what I mean? And so if he's not even getting work in practice, yeah, it's a shame, bro, because he probably went to the worst situation. Like I don't know if I've ever heard of another quarterback that was in that type of situation where the coaches are like actively trying to sabotage his career. Like, it's one thing for the coach to not like you, right? Or to not think you're the best player. It's another thing to actively be sabotaging. And that's definitely what it seems like. All right, man. That definitely was a G to the G's. All right, so we had 291, two touchdowns, the one interception. Bro threw six of them things. Bro, Bucky went for 268 and five touchdowns. Damn. Hey, Nico, he went crazy with Nico. You know, if that is what you plan for, just to get him as many yards as possible, then yeah, you know, you know, good job, I guess. But Mike had 108, two touchdowns. Chris Godwin had some big catches for me. And yeah, defense, we just these are the games here that when you know, that help you win awards when you're able to just get crazy stats. So Zion was able to get 3 picks. All right, Bucky leading. All right, who we got next week? We got the Jets, then the Eagles. So that Eagles game is probably gonna be tough unless dude is unless the user is butt cheeks, which is definitely possible. Sure, because it seems like they're going all in on Dylan Gabriel. I mean, I don't know if I'd call it that though. Like you can have a MVP quarterback on your roster. That doesn't mean that the backup quarterback, because he's been the backup the whole season. So that doesn't mean your backup quarterback gets no reps. You know what I mean? Like from what they saying is that Shadur basically gets zero reps with the first team. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it's so bad on so many different levels because as a football team, you want to prepare for all scenarios. A scenario is your backup quarterback. Like that's on every football team in the league. You gotta prepare for that. I don't think he gets any at all. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, and that's what when I looked at what they was talking about is like that's flabbergasting, bro. That you have a backup quarterback this far into the season, and your O line has never heard his cadence. You know what I mean? They've never heard him, down said hut type shit. Facts, because that's bad if the O line never heard his cadence ever. Exactly, bro. Like because that goes with a rhythm with football. You know what I mean? So your O line got to be able to know when you're hiking the ball, so they can, you know what I mean, fire off when they supposed to. So that's probably what led to his his O line being as bad as they was. Not like they're not bad in general. So yeah, bro, it's just that's why I say it seemed like either the coaching staff is just horrible or they're actively sabotaging. You know what I mean? That's the only two things that make sense. You know what I mean? You know. But yeah, so yeah, give me just a minute though, bro. I'll be right back and we'll hop on some poopy boxing, man. All right. Facts even Cam said during his Facts Cam said even during his MVP year he had a backup that was getting reps because that's what backups are for. Like you can't bank up someone to be healthy all year. So you have to back up to prepare for worst case scenario. They not prepared to do it at all. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's weird. Like that is weird. That's why I say this. It's more like actively sabotaging. You know what I mean? It's like yeah, bro. Like you're going to make sure your backup is able to come into the game and fulfill his role. That's his job. Like he's there for a reason. You know what I mean? Like yeah. So that's it's crazy. Like I say, either the coaching staff is just completely and totally incompetent, or you know, or they what was I looking at? Crazy. Like his punch tests are so terrible. Pretty much like the same. Get more stamina. Let's try Eric Morales. Let's try Eric Morales. All right. Fucking Floyd Patterson.
Dolphins, stingrays, whales, oh my, and throw some boxers in there as well. We're underwater at the Atlantis. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson. Heights. The gentleman of boxing, Floyd Patterson, one of the best to ever do it in the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
And this one has all of those big... So here we go. Should be a good one. Swing and a miss with that hook. How about that time counter shot? Just misses with that jab. That jab misses. really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Straight right just misses. Competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy. Come on, we're going back into this. You're better than this.
There's the bell for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is,
bro, that's big.
Change it. An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming.
Damn it.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. No rest for the weary. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Defense is not an option for these two.
Him.
Straight right just misses. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
All right.
Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
All right.
Remember, they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of...
On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight.
Oh, how did he? I would he just laying in mine. Right.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Missing with the left hook. Catch and shoot. That hook won't score. There's a counter shot. That one will count. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
All right.
What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away.
Back at it in round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Just missed with that hook. Punch, counter punch. And he scores with the counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. That jab doesn't find a home. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round.
Boy, it's tough to deal with like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker.
There's the bell to start round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Good counter punching. Jab does not score. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. A much better game plan here.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Nope, that hook won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. promise you all. Here we go in the 6th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Look at how that last.
Straight right just misses. The jab doesn't quite connect. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that in?
Like, man, Floyd is the one character that reach don't really matter. Reach don't really matter. At least when I fight against him, it does.
An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are.
Like, my arms is way longer than his, but we you know. He's the one character. That shit don't really matter.
Misses with the jab. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Hey.
Fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the...
There's the bell to start round 8. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight yet. Not until your senses are...
And because he's so small, you get those situations where it's like, it's hard to fight on the outside because they can just... This game frustrating.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Swing and a miss with the jab. puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Insane action. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Looking to land the
Like,
hook.
look at
They exchange punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
all right, GG. G to the G's, man.
No surprises. We get a unique.
Bad job, my bad. Give me 1 sec. All right, my bad. Let's get it, man. What traits you really don't got no good traits. Go Tyson though. Let's try him out. I think it's been a minute since I went old Tyson.
Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to see another one right here, right now. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine,
The Magic. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, a two-weight world champion at both super middleweight and light heavyweight.
This is going to be an intense stare before the fight starts.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. Fighting out of the blue corner.
A lot of trash
All
talk.
right, let's get it, man. Let's lock in.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Straight right just misses.
Ah,
Got him with a left jab. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They've elevated, lifted his fight. They're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
He misses with that straight left. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. David Benavidez might be ready to go. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
That jab won't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has... What do we expect to see here in round 2? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you. punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missed him with that uppercut. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill
Hey.
for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Misses with the straight left. Hey, those punches add up. And he scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the front.
There's the bell for round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Jab slightly off target. A perfect counter lands. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter punch right up the middle.
Ah.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next one. There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing
Damn
what
it.
you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. They exchange punches. Good counter punching. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Terrific counter shot. And this with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
All right. Stamina is definitely low.
Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. The game plan does not seem...
Still here, hey, I appreciate it.
Back into the fray here in round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Swing and a miss with that jab. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Nice counter shot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking.
I mean, while I've been
So
doing it.
demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
All right.
Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. As bad as boxing judging. This is the beginning of round 6. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Misses with the jab. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Good counter punch. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nope, that jab not going to score. The courage on display here is incredible. They miss with the jab. Those counter punches have to hurt.
I thought that was going to be a counter.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. Round 7, here we go. Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what...
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. The Mexican monster's in trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Beautiful counterpunch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Catch and shoot. That counter shot lands. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who... There's the bell for round 8. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch. That punch scores. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Good counter punching. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't find a home with that jab. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Giving us a high-tempo show. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Look at the swelling and the bruising. Take a look. And they may stop this fight. And the referee's going to allow them to fight. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done
Shut that eye up. Yeah. Yeah, that looked pretty bad, man. But it was all the way closed. I guess it was the jabs because I didn't throw a lot of hooks. I mean, I threw a lot of uppercuts the way he was coming in, and that's something I'm wanting to do more of is throw them uppercuts. Uh,
Let's fight.
God damn it. Mm. Oh. Damn, bro. All right.
Time out. Okay.
Wasn't able to land there as consistently as I would like. Try to slow it down a little bit.
And back.
Damn it. That it? Mm. All right. All right.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
Gotta really be patient. He's gonna throw every chance he gets. So that's why I gotta be patient.
Let's go.
Oh, so oh, how is that a counter? Was that a counter? What was that? Ah, that would have been. Ooh, man, I'm just too slow for that. I'm just too slow, man. Ah,
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight and now you've let him back into it. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Back.
oh, I don't get that. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, like how is I don't get how I don't get it, bro. I'm blocking. I'm literally sitting there blocking, and he's steady getting that counter consistently, and I don't understand how. Just too slow, man. Yeah, man, that's a GG, man. I just Eric, and again, bro, I hate that about this game, bro. But I know Ryan is like 94 speed, but you don't know really how fast somebody is until you play with them. And he definitely just feels way too slow in this matchup. He feels way too slow.
Okay, focus.
All right, GG's, man. Definitely can scratch Morales off the list. Somebody told me to try Ryan, man. I might try him out, I guess. It's kind of that. or Zucon, because Zucon is who people usually use in that weight class, but I really do not like that weight class. I probably need to make my calf, just go through the process of making my calf again. Let's go Zucon. That's who people usually Fundora ruined. He definitely did, bro, because welterweight was such a great weight class. And yeah, he completely ruined that weight class, bro. Because it's like either you play with Fundora and you basically can't take no enjoyment out of getting a win, right? Or you don't pick Fundora and now you got to fight against him and you get no enjoyment out of that. So yeah, it completely ruined that weight class. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Roy dominates middleweight as well, but you got Benavidez users and you still got other characters that, can compete. To me it don't really seem like any, Pandora really like that whole weight class was just fucked. Like that was like not a smart decision to put him in the game. Like out of all of the people you can put in the game, like why put in somebody why put Wimbignana in the game first? You know what I mean? Like I don't know how their negotiations work and who makes what decision on when people come into the game and if they come into the game, but I don't think that was a smart decision to put him in the game. You know what I mean? Because you had to know that it would be completely ruins your welterweight division. You had to know that. Damn, how you feel, my boy? I didn't know. That was you gonna play that Fight Night Forever shit? I mean, if it's on PS5, then I definitely look into it. If I gotta dig up if I gotta basically at this point go buy Xbox 360, then hell to the no. Not just now, hell to the no, man. Hell to the no, no. Oh shit, what? Ah, fuck that up. That damn it, bro. Up there. Oh, the range of that motherfucker. Crazy. It's on PC and PS3. Yeah.
That's his round. I need you to go back.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know about it. I don't know about that one. Man, what's up with bro? You know, because I don't like to. Because I gotten told people, like, at the end of the day, if I'm not mistaken, it's just a modded version of the game. It's still the game. Like, they can mod the game a little bit, but they can't create a whole nother game. If they could, they'd be able to. So basically, it's just Fight Night Champion with new characters, right? Yeah, it's just a modded version of Fight Night Champion. Yeah, and you know, to me, Fight Night Champion is cool, but it's you know, well, as a fighting experience, like I remember because I played Fight Night Champion. You know, when the lead up to this game, you know, before we knew, you know, what it was type shit. When we was getting catfish, right? So it's like getting catfish. So in the beginning, bro, like the excitement level that was there was crazy. For me personally, like I was so pumped about this game, bro. I can't even begin to explain it, bro. Like, I was so pumped. You know what I mean? And so when we was waiting, you know, I was waiting on them to kind of put it out or whatever, you know, and I went and played Fight Night Champion again. Um, all right. All right. Bam, I think I lost my train of thought. So yeah, so with playing Fight Night Champion, it's cool. It was a fun experience. I felt at that time though it was a step back from UFC. You know what I mean? I felt like it was a step back in terms of just as a fighting experience, in my opinion, right? You know, playing Fight Night Champion and going and playing UFC 4, I felt like it was a bit of a step back. If nothing else, then the block system. You know what I mean? Fight Night, you got that universal block, and at least UFC gave us up down block, right? Which is still far from realistic, but I mean, it was a little bit less of the Captain America shield, right? Which this game is kind of giving us the best of both worlds. You got up down block, but you still got that Captain America shield. Um, 'Cause, in UFC you can kind of break through they block a lot easier. So people can't. I mean, but they still hold block. They still hold it. Damn, bro is really hitting me with these power shots like on the regular. I gotta kind of evade them, right? The goal is to not let them hit me. Okay. Oh man, bruh. These dudes, man. These dudes. Good old waste of time, man. Gotta look. Back it. All right, good old calf.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Box.
Damn. All right. Out.
Come on, do you want to win this fight?
What the fuck was that? You talking about when bro kind of got stuck
You don't want to lose
for a
this fight.
sec? Ain't no telling, bro, with this game. And what worries me is if that's what was really happening or if it was some type of thing. Oh my goodness. Ah, 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 ah. Good shot, good shot. Thought he was gonna go low. Oh, dang. Bro. All right. Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, that was undisputed at its finest right there.
Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
right?
Come on, switch on. Switch on.
See what the judges think. I feel like I'm in control, but let's see. 2-1.
What you doing? Come on, get your head fixed up. Come on, be smart.
All right.
Listen, you've switched off. What you doing? Get out there and switch on. Get this.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Good work. That's it. Stick to the jab. Jab's working. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yo, boxing first. What's good with it? Man, Dunn King was a piece of shit. But man, did he put it on some quality ass fights? Yeah, man, he definitely put on good fights, man. That was back during the era that good fights was made. Why you say he was a piece of shit though, man? I think he was a businessman. He did business. You know what I mean? I think he got a bit of a bad rap, man. You know, was he a hustler? You damn right. Was he a pimp? You damn right. But that don't mean he wasn't a good businessman. You know what I mean? But yeah, nah, man. I feel you though, man. That's what makes this that Benavidez fight card, man, so like, so good because we don't get them bitches no more, man. You don't get fight cards that give you 50-50 fights. You know what I mean? It's all showcases. You pretty much know who gonna win. You know what I mean? And if they don't win the way everybody think this supposed to go, it's gonna be a robbery. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the way this either it goes exactly the way everybody think it's supposed to go, or it's a robbery. But yeah, man, it's a lot of good fights, man. A lot of good fights on that card. I don't know what made them do that. You know what I mean? I don't know what made them do it like that this time, but they definitely put together a good ass card. I was looking at some shit earlier. Bam's supposed to be on it too, right? I know it's gonna be Benavidez and Yarde, Abdullah Mason, Sam Noakes, Devin Haney, Brian Norman. And I think, I was looking at the little grand arrival shit and I seen people in the comments talking about Bam, which I didn't look at the shit. So I didn't see all of the arrivals. I don't really like the press conferences and all of that. I don't like all that shit. But is who Bam fighting? Because obviously he's on it. But who he fighting against? And what do y'all know? Yeah, I think Bam fighting for undisputed, I think. Okay. They done watered down that term so much though. I mean, yeah, but yeah. So he fighting for a belt though. He fighting for all of the belts. That's a bit. The Bam fighting Puma. Okay, I don't know who Puma is, but I know who Bam is. So that's another good fight to look towards on the card. And Don King fucked over people. Who he fuck over, bro?
It'll be tough to forget
Who he
this
fuck over?
evening.
You mean
How
you
about the
mean that shit
surroundings here
that
at
Mike
Purple
Tyson be
Bay?
saying?
And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of
Now,
those things.
don't get me wrong when I say he's a businessman, right? Like Don King was a gangster. You know what I mean? First and foremost, he was a gangster and he was a pimp. So did he do his business with the mind frame that a Don King did do? I mean, not Don King, Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, like how to put it, like, yeah, what Mike said. But so even Mike though have like, so with boxing, bro, boxing really got messy, right? But what I'll say is this, long story short, if Don King did bad over people legally, then he would be sued. Nobody sued Don King because he always did the business the right way. Now, in the end, he's gonna do business what he benefits, right? He's gonna always get the biggest slice of the pie. But he wasn't the only boxing promoter of that era that done business that way. But he was the one that was vilified, right? Boxing has always had gangsters. Like, you go back to the 1920s, gangsters have always been associated with boxing, right? And Don King, what I'm trying to say is Don King was vilified for the same shit that a lot of boxing promoters do. And you gotta ask yourself, why is that? You know what I mean? I can guarantee you, he wasn't fucking over people, man. He was doing business, you know. And in boxing though, like those promoters become more like handlers, bro. Like that's something that Zab Judah did an interview on it, to where they kind of be having like relationships that go 365 days. You know what I mean? It don't be a give me all my money at one time type of deal. It'll be a, you know what I mean? When you need some money, he send you 10K type shit. And when you're in a situation like that, it's easy to think that that well is gonna keep running. You know what I mean?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now,
And like I say, Dunn ain't the first or the only one to do business that way.
Oh my God,
Oh,
Johnny! The big Ukrainian in big trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the
caught my ass.
moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
So like I say, don't get me wrong, Don was a pimp. He was a pimp. And if a motherfucker gonna let him pimp him, goddamn it, he gonna pimp. That's what pimp's supposed to do. You know what I mean? But in terms of doing business, Don King, it's other boxing promoters that have been sued a lot more than Don King have.
Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round.
You know what I mean?
After what we saw in
Don
that last
King
round,
was an
it's pretty
entrepreneur,
obvious who has the
black
advantage.
businessman that just so happened to be a gangster and a pimp. Right? That's all that
That
is.
was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
My motto is, if it's not broken,
I ain't gonna lie, I rock with Don, man.
last round, everything
I feel like he get a bad rap, if you can't tell.
Keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots.
That was nice. He would check out a fight. Check out a fight. I mean, at the end type shit. I mean, yeah, his career ended pretty tough. I can't cap.
Nice counter. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. And this with that jab. Nice counter shot. He misses with that jab.
Ah,
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
yeah. Oh, mentally,
Alexander Usyk in that
yeah.
last round. Pretty dominant round.
I mean,
Let's see how they respond
Zab
to
is an
this round.
interesting individual, man.
There's the
Like,
bell for round 3. Coming off that fantastic
he's
last
an
round.
interesting
Let's see if
individual. Yeah, he be having a lot going on.
My motto is, if it's not
So
broken,
yeah, at
right.
the end, I feel you.
Last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Definitely rock with Zab in his prime. Yeah, when he fell off hard.
every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter shot.
Man.
This is with the straight left. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming.
Yeah.
Straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that left hook. He misses with that straight left. 10 seconds to go.
All right.
Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here
Been saying for
that round to you know who.
been saying for a while the game needs cues for at least one fighter.
Here
We
we
don't
go
want
to
to
the
fight
fourth
wrong.
round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what
Wait.
he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my
Wait,
motto is,
what do you mean?
broken, why change it? An excellent
So they do got the cues now. Well, you can pick all of the weight class.
doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't just cue one. Are you talking about per division? Is it one per division? Okay, I know. I see. My bad.
Beautiful counter shot.
I mean, yeah, man. I definitely
Just got countered.
would hope that we would get the ability to see who we fighting against more than anything. I feel like that.
They're slinging it.
I mean, of course, you would just like in Fight Night, you will get those people that'll be, that'll figure out how to cheese the system with the ninja picking or whatever. But for the most part, I think that'll make for a lot funner matchup. Cause like, it's characters that I don't really get to fight against because I fight in ranked all the time. Oh my God, this shot. But if it was that ability to see who he's picking, you know what I mean? You can use all characters. But as long as it's like this, everybody's going to just sit on the metal. But like I said before, I'm kind of burnt out on hoping for anything new with this game. You know what I mean? I'd like them to... Come on, bro. I'd like them to be able to figure out the shit that's already in the game before I ask them to add anything new. But it definitely would be dope, you know what I mean? To see who we was fighting. People we don't want to fight Roy and Fundora ruined the video. Oh, that part. Yeah, that part. Now that's fact. If I could like ban Fundora or something and ban Roy, yeah, I would definitely be in welter and middleweight. That's for sure. And like I say, Roy is one thing. You can deal with Roy, bro. Literally, Fundora, if you was to go the way people complain about creative fighters, is no creative fighter you can make in the welterweight division that can match up with Fundora, bro. That shit is so dumb, bro. Like, why have a fighter that literally you can't even create a fighter to match up with this nigga, bro?
Job getting that punch through. Couldn't land that jab. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's a counter shot. Good counter punch. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Slip to avoid the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. As bad as boxing judging could be.
You burnt out of Kubi boxing? I mean, shit, I'm still here, man. Trying to figure this shit out, man. I do feel like it's one of them things where the last update, like, it kind of changed more about the game. then
until
then it
you
felt
know what
like
you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
trying to just
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is
figure
coming
this
right
shit
back.
out.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Still not quite there.
What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Atlanta. Oh,
Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. These punches coming from every angle. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
I'm with that.
Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. They kept the momentum, they
It's
got
not
the
really
advantage.
that
How do they
that
carry
dumb,
that
bro.
into
That's
the next
true.
round?
Dominance,
Vision,
without a doubt,
creative
made it
game.
look so
Wait, did I
seamless.
miss something?
I like that one. Good one. Feel good?
You talking about
Good man.
you talking about Fundora?
What you doing? You got to appear.
You talking about Fundora? The big problem with Undisputed is lack of defense. I mean, yeah, lack of like realistic defense or logical defense. You know what I mean? I mean, you got that Captain America shield, but I would definitely prefer, you know,
That last round was huge for him,
a
Johnny.
different
How did they
version
keep
of
the momentum
defense.
going?
And
My
besides
motto is,
block.
if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction.
I
Until
just
then,
want to
keep
be
doing what you've just been
a lot
doing
of the
because
ring
you've won that
guys.
hands down.
This skill comes out for people who not using meta guys. No, I can dig it, bro. It's like right
As
now,
we enter the final frames of this bout,
gonna be
Johnny,
difficult
what
to
have we
use.
seen so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do
only
you
the
feel?
meta,
You've got to hope. You've got to hope they run out of steam.
especially in rank, you know for sure that that's how you fight against. Like,
We'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a finger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We
yeah,
just saw
Fundora. Well, I mean, of course that's his true division, but what I'm saying is from a video game perspective, you should always want competitive balance. And it's dumb because you added a character that literally you can't even create a character to match up with it. So obviously there's no competitive balance there. So even though, yes, that's his true division, even even in a game like 2K, you know, it would always be like players that's just like you can never make a real LeBron James because you wouldn't have competitive balance, right? So that's gotta like play a part. And I don't think anybody would argue that Fundora completely ruined the competitive balance of that division, more so than any other character. I don't think anybody would argue that because to say that's how he fights is cap. That's 1,000% cap. Sugar Ray Leonard to get that man work from what I've seen. Sugar Ray would get that man all sort of work. You think Sugar Ray giving him work on this game? Hell no. I remember somebody asked me that question when I wasn't as familiar with him, but I went and watched some of his fight. Yeah, he ain't like that. He is definitely big, but he ain't like that.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
All right, GG's. It's really effective metal. Flash punch. Well, I mean, it's a few different metas to be honest. Right now, the game is in a weird place. I don't know if you're playing it lately, but yeah, it's a few different metas, and they're not all. It's not all back foot these days. It's a few different metas to be honest. But yeah, back foot is still just as difficult to deal with as ever. But it's a few different metas. You know what I mean? It's not like it was when everybody was on the back foot all match. It ain't that no more. I'll say that, but it's still it's in a weird place. Like it's just definitely in a weird place. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of broken mechanics, and just things that are not balanced. You know what I mean? The same as speaking to Fundora, it's just not a balance. And when you have a character like Fundora that's put into a game that already doesn't have balance, yeah, it completely ruins that weight class. I stand by that statement. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna stand by that statement. It completely ruins that weight class. You know what I mean? Completely ruins it because, like I say, at least Roy Jones being, dominant in middleweight, it's Roy Jones Jr. You know what I mean? Fundora is a young fighter, bro. Like he shouldn't be that. You know what I mean? He shouldn't be able to just hop on and completely wash Sugar Ray Leonard. It just shouldn't work that way. You know what I mean? It should not work that way. But like I said earlier, I'm definitely beyond stressing about SCI adding anything to the game. I would just like them to fix the shit that's currently already in the game. And as of right now, I just don't fight welterweight. You know what I mean? And that might be how it is forever. You know what I mean? It definitely might be how it is forever. It just is what it is. But it definitely ruined that weight class for me. You know what I mean? I can only speak for me. It definitely ruined that weight class for me. That was one of my favorite weight classes. You know what I mean? Welterweight was one of my favorite weight classes. So yeah, man, it's definitely a GG though, and we gonna call it on that note, y'all. As always, man, I definitely appreciate everybody that come through. Check out the content. I will be back on tomorrow in the early afternoon. So yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate everybody coming through. Catch y'all next time. Peace. Haney or Norman? Oh shit. I mean, right now my mind says Haney. You know what I mean? My mind says Haney. I think that he should be able to control the fight. Whether or not that, it's an exciting fight and whether or not people are upset with him afterwards, I don't know. Ain't none of my business. But I believe he's gonna be able to control the fight with his jab. You know what I mean? I think that he should be able to keep distance from Norman and pick him apart. You know what I mean? Is what I'm thinking. The more I've looked into Brian Norman, the more I feel that Devin Haney got a real good shot. I think that Ryan Garcia is a better technical boxer than Brian Norman is. But yeah, man, we can end it on that. You can come through tomorrow, bro. We can definitely chop it up some more on all them fights and whatnot. But yeah, man, catch y'all next time. Peace.